Hey YouTube, this is the doctor coming to you with some breaking news out of Park City, Utah. Just this morning, Park City residents witnessed a troubling display of law enforcement failure that should alarm everyone in our community. A local SWAT team, a joint SWAT team of Summit County and Park City Police, deployed in response to an active shooter near the Trailside Park, and they allowed the suspect to drive away directly towards a children's playground. According to KSL.com, deputies first responded to the Park City Gun Club at 5:30 a.m. So this is on this Sunday morning, after hearing gunfire inside the building. The suspect then fled in a vehicle, ultimately crashing about 4 miles away near the Trailside Bike Park at 7:40 a.m., where a SWAT team staged an hour-long standoff before the man surrendered. The facts are concerning. An armed man was firing rounds inside the building, escaped a massive police perimeter, and drove directly into a community park where children play. Actually, my kids skateboard and ride mountain bikes there. Officers had the manpower, the weapons, and the tactical advantage to contain the threat, yet chose not to. This failure is even harder to understand in light of recent events. Just days before this standoff happened, the same SWAT team had been training in a real school building at Treasure Mountain Junior High in Park City. According to Park Record and KPCW, officers practiced breaching doors, clearing classrooms, and deploying gas in cluttered, realistic environments that mirrored potential school shooting scenarios. Leadership matters, especially in crisis. Chief Carpenter, who is Park City's chief of police, has over 31 years in law enforcement, 22 of them as chief. He sits on the International Association of Chiefs of Police Executive Board and oversees their firearms, arson, and explosive patrol and tactical operations committees, and is past president of the Utah Chiefs of Police Association. The department, led by someone like Carpenter with decades of experience, extensive national oversight, should, in theory, be capable of decisive action in high-risk situations. Yet, when an actual threat emerged, that preparation failed to protect the community. Chief Carpenter's national prominence and leadership roles underscore the stakes of accountability. If a department under such an experienced chief cannot contain a dangerous suspect, it raises questions not only about individual officer performance, but about the priorities, oversight, and culture within Park City Police. Residents deserve clear answers. Why was a trained SWAT team unable to act decisively, and what leadership failures contributed to this dangerous lapse? If officers can practice room clearing and hostage response technique in a junior high school, why, when faced with an actual armed suspect in Park City, did they stand back and allow him to drive off toward children? Training that doesn't translate into decisive action in a real emergency is nothing more than theater, and the consequences could have been catastrophic. Unfortunately, history shows us what happens when law enforcement fails to act in active shooter situations. I don't need to remind people about Uvalde and Parkland and the failures by law enforcement that we saw in those incidents. Public deserves accountability. Citizens shouldn't have to wonder whether their police department will protect them in a crisis. The public must demand transparency, consequences for those who fail, and reforms to ensure that no future emergency is met with this type of hesitation. The public was told that our SWAT team is prepared. This incident proves otherwise. As always, like, share, and subscribe, please. Links to the source material are in the description. Thank you.